You know, a lot of times I give you guys lists. You know, I love a good list, especially with some bullets next to it. I love that. So I give you a lot of lists, right? And as far as astrology is concerned, the list that I give you in general, sometimes it's my observations, but most of the time it's what I read in books. I have a lot of spiritual books, astrology books, tarot books, all kind of books. And most of the information I give you, I'm an Aquarius, I'm a researcher. So I'm gonna give you factual information, not shit that I just made up off the top of my head, unless it's something that I observed. So the other day, I was Googling research for you guys, and I found something interesting. I found a list of the most dangerous zodiac signs. And not only did I get this list from someplace that is reputable, I got this list from the FBI. Okay? So I got it from a reputable source, and the FBI is the one that compiled the list. Okay? So we're getting ready to go in. This is going to be very interesting. So they did them by birthday, of course. And then somebody realized, you know, which zodiac sign went with each birthday. So my name is QueenAusetHeru. And thank you for joining me for the wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you want to get a reading done, please hit me up on my email or my social media. All of that information is also underneath this video. Also, my Amazon wish list is there. Let's see, and a whole bunch of other stuff is underneath underneath here. Another thing that's underneath here is going to be the link to this mug. This is the mug I got from AscensionLife brand, you guys already know, and I've been doing the sip of the day out of it. So I'm getting ready to do the sip now, and you guys tell me, what do you think I'm sipping? Okay. All right, so here's our dangerous list. Oh my goodness. Now, it says here, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigations, individuals convicted for crimes are most likely to be born under the zodiac sign of Cancer. Here are the rest of the signs ranked in terms of their dangerousness. So that tells us immediately that Cancer is the most dangerous sign in the zodiac. And I'm going to tell you something. I knew that. I knew that. And you know how I knew that? Because I used to deal with the Cancer, and he was a total nut job. I'm telling you. And everybody around us, a lot of people knew he was a nut job now that I think about it. But he had certain people, especially certain women in his life, snow jobbed into believing that he was a decent person until they dealt with him. And then they saw the narcissism come out. And I would always say to him, you can trick a woman for a little while, but when she really gets to know you, unless her self-esteem is low, she's going to leave you. And every last one of them did. So my thing is that energy, that narcissistic kind of energy, and of course I'm going to give you the hashtag not all cancers, but that kind of narcissistic energy is the energy I was talking about. Because a person like that can do dangerous things, murders, crimes, things like that. And think about it like this. The Cancers who are low vibrational are the ones who have a tendency to have problems with their emotions. So something may happen, like you stepped on their shoe and they go and they go get a knife and stab you, you know, stuff like that, you know. So a person who is incapable of controlling their emotions is going to have a hard time with their frustration, with their anger, and they might harm people. They also are not going to be slick enough always to not get caught, because their emotions are going to betray them every time. So Cancer is the most dangerous sign in the zodiac. Now, guess what the least dangerous sign in the zodiac is? You guessed it, Aquarius. And the reason why this is, I didn't read this nowhere, but this is my personal observation. Aquarius either don't get caught because we're thinkers. We up in here. So we either plan something out maniacally and don't get caught, or number two, the other Aquarius, the ones that are more high vibrational, even if they're angry, they're not going to do something dangerous. They might cuss you out, Oh yeah, you might get cussed out, you might get some sarcasm, but they're less likely to like shoot you, stab you, stuff like that. And Aquarius is more likely, in my opinion, to punch you in the face than to shoot you. Seriously. Not to say there aren't Aquarius who've done that, because I'm sure there are, but it's less likely than, of course, these other signs. So Aquarius is the least dangerous sign in the zodiac. So if you know an Aquarius, yeah, they might hurt your feelings. Yeah, they might ghost you. Yeah, they might put you through something, but they're least likely than the other signs to actually do something that harms you. Now let's see the ones that are in the middle. I'm gonna go from the top. The most dangerous, Cancer. Number 2, Sagittarius. I'm not surprised with Sagittarius though, because Sagittarius is a fire sign, and fire is passion, and passion can be sexual or passion can be anger. So I have a Sagittarius moon. I have a bad temper. I purposely don't get into arguments with people. People always think, oh, it's so sweet that you don't argue with people. No, because I'm going to want to kill them. By the time that argument is over, some lady said some hot shit on my Facebook page today. I don't even know who the hell she is. She's like somebody from like one of my groups that I don't really talk to. And I've made a post and me and my friends were talking about the post. And she said some hot shit underneath it about how some kind of way she was trying to call us Karens. And I was like, this bitch don't know. I will fuck her up. Okay. So I didn't say nothing. Again, I deleted it and I unfriended her and I moved on because, like I said, I know my temper. So that Sagittarius, man, I'm not surprised. That's number 2. Number 3 is Scorpio. Scorpio is a kind of sign that if you cross them, they're going to get you. They're going to get you. 9 times out of 10, if you do something that hurts a Scorpio bad enough, they're going to plot and get you. So that is pretty dangerous, right? Number 4 is Aries. Aries is known for fighting. Aries is known for snapping on people. So I'm not surprised with this one. Of course, not all Aries. I have a family member who's an Aries, and she's just as, just as sweet as pie. I don't think she would harm anybody, but if you did something to her, she would get you. Because I've seen people do things to her, and the look on her face was like, you just don't know, So I could see Aries with the bad temper. The next one is Pisces. Pisces is particularly known for being delusional. Hashtag not all Pisces, but some of them are delusional. So I can see a Pisces, a delusional one, doing something like stalking, I remember I was talking to somebody once and they were talking about this Pisces, and he was talking about a woman that he doesn't even know. He just knows in his building. And he was saying that they had a connection and she could feel it too, and she's just fighting it and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting there like, you haven't even had a conversation with this woman. Are you serious? So they have a tendency to do stuff like that. So I could see somebody on the low vibrational Pisces side being dangerous. Next after Pisces is Leo. Leo likes to be the center of attention. So maybe if you slight them, insult them, or take their spotlight, they may do something like that. They're pretty low on the list. We're getting like lower on the list now. So I'm thinking that it could happen in that kind of capacity. Leos are also a fire sign, so their fire could just be high that night and something could pop off. Capricorn. Capricorns are not quick. They get angry, and I've seen them, snap out, but they're not really quick to it, So, like, why are they so high on the dangerous list? And it's not even high because they're like in the middle of the dangerous list, Why aren't they at the bottom or something like that? Because I think sometimes Capricorns, especially like I said, the ones that are low vibrational, make bad decisions. So I could see a Capricorn making a bad decision like robbing a bank or doing a credit card scam, or doing something like an armed robbery. They like money. They like things. And most of them will work for their things. But if it's a low vibrational Capricorn, or maybe somebody who's desperate, I can see them doing something like that. And you run up in a convenience store and you shoot somebody because they came at you when you were trying to rob the cash register or something. Now, obviously, this is not going to be all Capricorns, but I could see that happening to one who was down on their luck, or making bad decisions. The next on the list is Libra. Libra. Libras are known for being peacemakers, and they're not really known for doing, like, dangerous things. But Libras do have a dark side to them. They have a very, very dark side to them. Everybody has a dark side, but the Libra dark side, I've come to find, is kind of like that anger I was talking about. And if they go off, they go off. So I could see a Libra going off and doing something they didn't even mean to do. So I could see it happening like that. Like they snap out and kill somebody by accident or something, And a Libra would probably have a lot of remorse if they did something by accident. That probably would haunt them for the rest of their lives. Next is Gemini. Geminis aren't really known for being violent. They're known for being in their head, but they do have a twin. So some of the times, maybe that twin, some people tell me that sometimes the twin is an evil twin. There's a good twin and an evil twin. So maybe the evil twin talks them into doing something they ain't got no business, But it's very low on the list, so it's not a lot of that. Virgo, also low on the list. Now notice that Virgo and Taurus are both earth signs. The next one after this is Taurus. And Virgo and Taurus, earth signs, okay? And they're low on the list. I would say Virgo is low on the list because Virgos are planners, So 9 times out of 10, they're like Aquarius. If they did do it, they're not going to get caught. Do not do anything to a Virgo. Don't do that, because a Virgo is not going to get caught. They're meticulous, they're perfectionists, they're planners. So they're going to plan everything out step by step, like meticulously. Kind of reminds me of, who is that? Dexter on that, it's a show called Dexter. Now somebody told me the person that plays Dexter is an Aquarius, but Aquarius and Virgo are very similar in that vibration, that planner, that meticulousness, that kind of energy. That's a Virgo. So I wouldn't expect a Virgo to get caught. I would expect them to be less likely to harm a person too, because Virgos are more in service to people. They try to help people than harm people. But if they did, they're not going to get caught. They're not going to get caught easily. Taurus is after Virgo. Taurus are homebodies. They really don't bother anybody. So if a Taurus get into something, it's probably with somebody in their house or in their neighborhood, Tauruses don't generally bother people. They're usually pretty sweet, pretty sensual. They're more interested in food than they are in anything else. The ones I know anyway. And the ones I know get mad. When it's time to eat, they looking at me like, stop messing around. It's time to go eat, So my best friend is a Taurus. So I wouldn't expect her, and thinking about my best friend, I wouldn't expect her to kill somebody. If she kills somebody, I'd be shocked. I'd be really, really shocked. I'd be like, what they do to her? Because that's not her MO, So Taurus is homebodies, pretty stable, Even the ones that are unstable, more than likely would not do something that was dangerous. They probably have to be pushed or coerced in some kind of way. And I told you Aquarius was last. And Aquarius, of course, is last. Like, come on. We not getting caught. We ain't doing it, or we ain't getting caught. Period, point blank. Now it's time for our positive comments. Let me know what you thought of that list. Did you guys know Cancer was the most dangerous sign in the Zodiac? And did you know Aquarius was the lamb of the Zodiac? Number 1 came from Robert White. Hi, Robert. Robert said, thank you for letting God use you. It certainly is spot on and integral. I appreciate your conviction, compassion, and courage to provide wise counsel. Robert, you are doing wonders for my ego. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I do let God's work through me. Every day when I pray, that's part of my prayer. Just speak through me, So I hope it helps. Thank you so much, Robert. Now this is Sina Mishra. Happy birthday, Queen. Keep spreading awareness about Aquarius. Love your videos. Also, I am an Aquarius too. Well, that means your birthday passed too, so happy birthday. All right, guys, it's time for us to get going. You come back soon because I got a lot more to say. I mean, a lot. See you later.